Hello everybody, welcome back to Screen Stars. Well, it's been a couple of weeks since I've had my Xbox Series S, and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of feedback from my experiences with my Xbox Series S and Xbox Game Pass in particular. Now, before I got my Xbox, I'd obviously heard of Game Pass, but because I hadn't had an Xbox for so long, I'd never experienced it. I didn't really know what it was like, what games are on there, what it kind of meant. I kind of just thought it was going to be a little bit like PlayStation Now. And after having experienced Xbox Game Pass for a couple of weeks, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of my thoughts and feedback on what I think of it. Now, for those of you who don't know, Xbox Game Pass in the UK is £10.99 a month. And when you sign up for it, basically, it gives you access to well over 100 titles that you can essentially access immediately and download and play and add to your collection. And once you've added them to your collection, they stay in your collection as long as you remain like a member of Game Pass. Now that to me was really, really good. I mean, essentially pretty much all the games I'm playing on Xbox right now, I'm playing through Xbox Game Pass and I've downloaded to the system. I think there's only a couple that I've actually paid money for. And I'm finding Xbox Game Pass to be incredibly good value for money. So I want to talk to you a little bit about what games you can expect to get on Xbox Game Pass if you're interested in getting an Xbox, and like me you don't know much about Game Pass. So I'm going to go through some titles really here. Like I said, there's over 100 titles that you can get on Xbox Game Pass, but I want to identify some to you that I think are really, really good. And really do stand out. And some of these you will be able to get obviously on PlayStation Plus. They've been on PlayStation Plus titles, some of these, but a lot of them aren't. I mean, with Xbox Series X or S, with Game Pass, you get a lot of games on day one of their release. For example, Microsoft Flight Simulator, that's going to be a day one release on Game Pass. The new Forza later in the year is going to be a day one release on Game Pass. Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance was a day one release on Game Pass, which is a new release just last week. And I think all the Bethesda titles going forward are going to be day one releases. I think so. That's what I've heard anyway. I'm not 100% on that. But so you get brand new titles on day one release as well. It's not just games that they just shove on there to try and keep you happy. So some of the games you can expect to find on Xbox Game Pass are things like, and I'll go through alphabetically to some degree. You've got things like Alien Isolation. You've got Ark Survival Evolved, Anthem, Batman Arkham Knight. You've got all the Battlefields games, from what I can tell, right up to Battlefield 5. The Blair Witch game, City Skylines, Control, Conan Exiles. I did a lot of footage on Conan Exiles when I on my PlayStation. It's a very, very good game, that. DayZ, Desperados 3, Destiny 2, Dishonored, all the Dishonored games from what I can tell, all the Doom games up to Doom Eternal from what I can tell, all the Dragon Age games, Dragon Age 1, 2 and Inquisition. You've got FIFA 21. I mean, for fans of sports games, you're really in your element because you've got Fight Night Champion, as you can see, the Xbox 360 version. You've got FIFA 21, you've got PES 21, you've got all the UFC games up to UFC 3. You've got the Madden games, you've got the NHL games, you've got the baseball game, the name of which escapes me right now. So you've got a load of sports titles. You've got Cricket 19 as well on there. So you're really, you're going to be happy with lots of sports titles on there. You've got things like Elite Dangerous, Empire of Sin, all the Elder Scroll games, Oblivion, Morrowind, Skyrim, all the Fable games 1, 2 and 3, all the Fallout games including Fallout 76, and that includes Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4, all the Final Fantasy games from what I can tell again, all the Five Nights at Freddy's games if those are your sort of thing. You've got Football Manager 2021. I mean, that's probably the game I'm putting the most time into, if I'm being honest. That's a ridiculously addictive game. The Forza games up to Forza 4. Forza Horizon 4. You've got all the Gears of War games, all of them from Xbox 360 on. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and you've got Gears of War 5 and Gears Tactics. You've got Greedfall, Grounded, GTA 5, the Halo Master Chief Collection, as well as Halo 5 and Halo Wars, the 2 Halo Wars games. Just Cause 4, Jurassic Park Evolution. That's a fantastic game. I've put a lot of time into that on the PlayStation. The Long Dark, Maneater, the Mass Effect games 1, 2, 3 and Andromeda, but it's not the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. It's like the vanilla versions on the Xbox 360 and Andromeda, the Xbox One version. The Medium, that's quite a new release. Obviously you've got Minecraft, you've got Monster Hunter World, you've got all the Need for Speed games, again from what I can tell, and I haven't played any of those. I'm not a Need for Speed fan really, but you've got things like Rivals, Heat, Hot Pursuit, Payback for the Need for Speed games. You've got No Man's Sky, and a lot of these games as well are enhanced for Xbox Series X or S. No Man's Sky is one of them. The Outer Worlds, Outriders, which is quite a new release. Planet Coaster, which I can vouch for myself. It's a fantastic game if you like park building games. Pillars of Eternity, Deadfire, brilliant RPG right there. Rise, Son of Rome. I've actually been playing a bit of that, and it's a really good game. I'm enjoying that. Sea of Thieves, that is a really good game now apparently. I'm looking forward to trying that one. Sims 4, the classic skateboarding game, Skate 3. Sniper Elite 4, SnowRunner, another game I can vouch for. I've had a lot of fun playing SnowRunner on PlayStation. Loads of Star Wars games. You've got the enhanced version of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. You've got Battlefront 2. You've got Star Wars Squadrons. The 2 State of Decay games. You've got Stellaris Console Edition. Subnautica. You know my feelings on Subnautica, guys. Big fan. 2 Point Hospital. Brilliant game. Strongly recommend that. All the Telltale Walking Dead games. Wasteland 2 and 3. And I think there's even like a remastered version of Wasteland 1. All the Wolfenstein games from what I can tell. World War Z. Or again, all the Yakuza games from what I can tell, including the new release Like a Dragon. And Zoo Tycoon, which again is like a park building game that I've been putting quite a lot of time into. So a lot of them games there on that list, I've downloaded quite a few of them into my game library, and I'm really enjoying my time with a lot of them. I'm going to enjoy playing them, and I'm going to enjoy reviewing them for you guys. So that's Game Pass summarised really. You know, there's some really fantastic games on there. I think it's incredible value for money for the price that you pay, because essentially I don't buy physical copies of games anymore. I like to download them digitally and keep them that way in my library, and download them anytime I want to play them. And for me, Game Pass is just brilliant for that. It just lets you download them as and when you want. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you found this useful. I'm looking forward, like I said, to getting some more Xbox Series S reviews out to you. I hope you've found it informative, this video, and of course I'll be back with plenty more content and reviews, gaming reviews, Xbox Series S and PlayStation going forward on the channel. So thanks for watching, everybody.